If you're thinking of a little music to set the mood, you might want to check out Wolfgang's Vault in California. The 22,000 square foot warehouse contains a plethora of vintage performances and memorabilia from some of rock and roll's biggest names. Our editor-in-chief Dave Calloway unlocked the vault for a rare peek into music's past.
Janis Joplin photos, Grateful Dead posters, Jefferson Airplane vintage T-shirts, and never-heard-before audio and video recordings from headliners like The Who, the Sex Pistols, Chicago, and Peter Frampton. It's perhaps the largest and most complete archive of rock memorabilia and recordings in existence, from 1966 through the year 2002.
The quality of these performances and the quality of the music, which is what I'm most interested in, is phenomenal.
30 million separate pieces in all are being stored at a San Francisco warehouse being dubbed Wolfgang's Vault. And just last week, some of the never-before-heard live performances of the artists from the 60s, 70s, and 80s hit the web.
This is Vault Radio, where live music lives.
The Vault's owner, Bill Sagan, spent over $5 million on this treasure trove of rock and roll memorabilia, which features the complete archives of legendary concert promoter Bill Graham. I caught up with Sagan for a rare first-hand look inside the vault.
Now, over here we have some of those tickets I was talking about a little bit ago. And this is a pretty good sample here. This has always been a really interesting one to me. It's a great image from the early Bill Graham series, but it points up one thing that all groups didn't start at the top. This was a show at the Fillmore and also at Winterland that opened with Taj Mahal. The second band happened to be this band called Led Zeppelin. But the headliner was Country Joe and the Fish. And it's hard to believe now, but at that point in time, Country Joe and the Fish was a bigger name than Led Zeppelin.
Myself, Robert Plant.
You got Led Zeppelin and Country Joe and the Fish for $3.50.
For $3.
What year was that?
This would have been in 1968.
So this is the photo gallery.
This is the photo gallery here, right before we go into the photo department. These are more modern photographs, you know, Springsteen and Steven Tyler and B.B. King, Marilyn Manson up on the top left over there. And then, you know, Dave Matthews, and I think an extraordinary performer, live performer. Matthews is great. And then Madonna. Now in here is where we do all of our photographic work. We print all of our own color prints, and we sell a lot of our color prints.
How many do you think you have?
We have over 2 million negatives. The posters are the hottest selling item we have, and some of the favorite posters are the oldest posters, really the West Wilson and Rick Griffin designs.
Sagan's extraordinary rock and roll stash was purchased just 3.5 years ago from Clear Channel Communications. Many would say the purchase was quite a steal, because at the time, neither party realized Bill Graham's collection was more than just memorabilia. When they began mining the vault, they also discovered more than 5,000 live audio and video recordings.
There is a great future for this music, for us to be a company that offers this music and offers the memorabilia around the music to not only relive what happened at a point in time in the past, but also to reintroduce it to a younger generation that has heard snippets of it and has heard some of it but hasn't heard all of it.
Dave Calloway, MarketWatch Weekend.
In case you're wondering how the name Wolfgang Vault came about, the original owner, Bill Graham, was born Wolfgang Grzyonka. Born in 1931, he escaped Nazi Germany and made his way to a foster home in the Bronx. Still to come on MarketWatch Weekend, looking for an investment advisor?